Alright, here we go. Round one. Let's break it all down. Al Haymon versus Bob Arum for the throne. Now, here's what's going on now. Bob Arum is the long-time reigning champion of promoting, standing the test of time. Here comes Al Haymon, who's an advisor, but he's with Cloak and Daggers. You know, Arum thing is, he wants to control and have the sport go back to the way it used to be, where the promoters get all the money and the fighters get what they told they're getting, minus fees and everything else. Al Haymon philosophy is, I'm going to tell you what you're going to get, and that's what you're going to get. Different philosophy, different styles of doing it. Al Haymon is very resourceful while using sponsors and promoters and his connections to generate the type of money for the fights and the fighters that other boxing promoters are not used to and don't really have those connections. So he didn't fit the circle. But what has happened is the fact that Al Haymon has cornered the market of boxing. And his next move is to bring boxing back to network television, where one, all the sponsorship money is. The majority of the sponsors pay for national television spots. Where cable, they do not. So this has always been a dream and a plan for Al Haymon to get boxing back on national television. To bringing exciting big fights that you would see on cable onto network television. Now, they're starting in March, he'll get his chance when he starts these NBC series. So CBS is like, we're not going to let this go down. CBS has a contract with like 4 to 5 different companies. Well, GH3, I believe, has a couple of dates. I think they got like 40-something dates. If CBS is going to start streaming, they're going to start doing everything because everyone's streaming now. It's a new streaming age. And that's where Al Haymon is headed. That's where Don King has been headed. This has been the new plan because cable and pay-per-view is going to be a thing of the past. Everybody wants to go into the streaming phase. So to do that, this is what's going to happen. They're going to start getting people ready to see mega fights early. And then the undercards of pay-per-view events, you'll be able to stream those and watch them. And then you can use your little Roku's, your Chromecast, and all that garbage. I'm not a trendy person. I don't get into all these fads. But everybody's using these things to try to stream and get online and get the fights faster. But when you do that, you're still going to be taking the promotions and the ads and the revenue company in. Al Haymon's already been promised money from different companies to promote and sponsor this whole deal he's doing. So basically it's for free for him, so he doesn't mind. Now, somebody told me Al Haymon doesn't have a lot of money. Sir, you don't know Al Haymon at all. Money is something that Al Haymon will probably never run out of in 18 lifetimes. When I tell you Al Haymon is close to being a billionaire, liquid, I would agree. Not only does he have powerful investing relationships overseas in Dubai and other countries, Al Haymon has been making money for years. Since the 80s and 90s, Al Haymon has been making multi-million-dollar deals for himself as well as others. Now, if he had 40 million in 1990 and you didn't even know his name, how much you think he got now? That you do. And think about it. This is a man that used to pay people to have his name off of the internet. No, everybody could do that. But now he's to the point where it's just like, forget it. He doesn't care anymore. He's still not going to give you an interview. He's a man of cloak and daggers. But what I need to see is some fights. And the reason that you haven't been seeing a lot of fights, the reason you saw the Salka fight, is because they got to stick it to Golden Boy, because they're not going to work with Golden Boy anymore. Completely don't want to work with Golden Boy. Not without Richard Schaefer. So everyone they had under contract with Al Haymon, they won't be there very long. Once their contract is up, I believe Danny Garcia was one. Lamont Peterson was another. And they're trying to sit out their deals. Now, when everyone is done sitting out of their deals, then I guess they're going to all come back to the table. But until that's done, everybody's still going around in a circle. But we're supposed to have exciting fights like the Charlo brothers versus Boo Boo Andrade on national TV. Fights like that is supposed to be coming back to the national scene. Now it's up to Al Haymon to deliver. Now, GH3 on CBS, they're talking about like welterweight tournaments, 140-pound tournaments. CBS is talking about doing a whole bunch of different type of tournaments to bring excitement back into the sport. So you'll get familiar with a couple of boxers that you don't know and probably haven't seen before, but they're good fighters and you get to see them on the way up. So if you love the sport and just not all Mayweather Pacquiao, this is a great time for you. I'm out.